Ladies and gentlemen, I take pride in introducing the greatest show on earth.
Hi, everybody. This is Scott Gordon, and welcome to the Uncle Floyd podcast number 76. I'm glad to see all of you here tonight. It's about 3:15 in the afternoon on Friday, June 5th, 2026, and I'm sitting here with a pile of questions from you guys that I'm going to answer. So let's sit back, relax, and listen to the rest of the Uncle Floyd show theme as played by the Vivino Brothers Band. Is the number of the podcast. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We've got a couple of emails here. Well, actually, we got quite a few emails here, but we're going to get to them in just a second. And I want to thank Ira Ratner for his nice comment about the podcast, and he has a question. Where is Oogie? I've listened to 48 episodes so far and still no answer. And he's from Canarsie, but now in South Florida. Yeah, my parents were originally from Brooklyn. My father was from Brooklyn. My mother was from the Bronx. And they ended up in Tampa. I understand that completely, Ira. Oogie is with Floyd's family. Kids have him, and he's perfectly safe. He's doing all right. He's got a side job as underneath his short leg of the pool table, so... From Sharon Zarrow, where did the name Pookie for Floyd come from? I think Muggsy had something to do with it. Actually, no. Muggsy brought it online, but that was actually one of Floyd's wife's nicknames for him. I think she did it because it annoyed him with Soupy Sales the puppet Pookie. From Anthony, who gives me nothing other than he's a Jersey guy. He has two questions. First, an episode around 1992, someone played Rush Limbaugh. I remember it because it was funny and Floyd was really cracking up, which he didn't do often. Oh, yeah, actually, he did it more often than you think, or as much as he did during that episode. Who played Rush? And do you remember that one? I don't remember every episode, Anthony, but 1992, if it was Rush, somebody playing Rush Limbaugh, it would have had to have been Charlie Stoddard. He was the one who did those kind of characters. He could imitate just about anybody. Another one was around 1988, I think. It featured Scott Gordon Jr. He looked just like you. Was that your real son? I don't even remember that. I don't remember somebody playing Scott Gordon Jr. No, I don't have a son. I do not have any kids. Diane and I decided early in our marriage that we were loners. From Tim Ramsdell, Spring Lake Heights, New Jersey. I have clips from old episodes that show Donna and Michael Vivino, Christopher and Eric, and even Neto's boy, Rory. Now that Donna is a Broadway star, does that have fond memories of singing 5'2" on the show? Yes. I spoke to Donna not that long ago, matter of fact, about a month ago, and we were talking about her playing 5'2" and how jealous she got when someone else came on and sang that song. She called up Floyd and said, "Uncle Floyd, that was my song." Yes, Donna has very fond memories. Donna loved the show. She loved her uncle, obviously, and she is a big Broadway star. She's got something coming up pretty soon, so keep your eyes open if you guys go to Broadway. From Stephen Gallo of Brooklyn, New York. I was wondering something about Oogie. Oh, Oogie again. Where was he when the show wasn't being filmed? I know he liked to go to many places like Asbury Park and Yankee Stadium, but generally, did Floyd take him home, or was there a special storage place at the studio? Maybe with the other puppets. Actually, Oogie traveled with Floyd. Floyd had a very special case. It was a brown alligator kind of looking suitcase that he kept Oogie in when Oogie wasn't performing. That was Oogie's home. No one touched Oogie but Floyd. That's the way it worked. Also from Stephen, was there ever any scare with Oogie or any of the others like Bones Boy, Hugo, etc.? Like maybe he was misplaced, he almost wasn't found in time before taping began, accidents, anything along those lines? Nothing with Oogie because, like I said, Floyd was the only one that touched him, and we were very protective of that. Nobody went near that case but Floyd. And when we were doing the TV show, Floyd had the case underneath the table, underneath the desk where he sat, and Oogie went in that when he went down, when he went off the air. And no one went near that case at all. If anybody did, they left the studio very quickly, and they were escorted out. Bones Boy, his paint started chipping once and started to look really beat, and Dave Bird repainted Bones Boy. And the only thing that ever was really with a puppet missing was Muggsy stole Lammy from Artie Delmar. He stole Lammy the sock from Artie Delmar, and it was missing for a while, and Artie was really ticked off about it. About 2 weeks after, Netto came on wearing Lammy on his foot, and Dave went crazy. He told Netto off something great. From Charlotte Quinn. The online's Bones Boy footage is scarce, but the world needs more Bones Boy. Is there any chance you could stage a Snap It Fest or a Bones Boy Palooza on the Tuesday night Stage It show? It sure would be a big hit. Actually, Charlotte, with my discussions with Floyd when we were starting to do this, we decided we would not do anything like that because it would alienate other people who didn't like a particular character. Let's say some people didn't like Muggsy's musical parodies. I know for a fact there are some. If we ran a musical special with Muggsy, we would lose a lot of people for several weeks. So we just keep it mixed up the way we've been doing it, and that's the way it's going to keep going. Here's one from an old friend of mine, Mike Rasso, originally of Fair Lawn, New Jersey. He does a podcast, it's called the Film Photography Podcast. I've listened to several episodes of it. He writes, on a recent episode of the Film Photography Podcast, we discussed the Uncle Floyd Show and the significant influence it had on me and thousands of others in the tri-state area. While I had my memorabilia out, my co-host, John Fideli, read a story about Floyd and the gang at an event at William Patterson College where Muggsy reportedly started burning tires. Let's not talk about it. Let's play that clip.
These are it's like a zine.
That is like a DIY zine.
And these are, you could tell, these are 110 photos.
Yep.
That he roxed.
Mm-hmm.
Curved Kodak 110 photos.
This was like a newsletter that you got.
Yeah.
How often?
Once every few months? Quarterly,
Really?
maybe? Yeah.
It's pretty wacky.
It is, right?
Want to read one story about Muggsy is back?
Sure.
It says Muggsy has returned to the show after a leave of 14 months. He was a regular performer on the show in 1976 and 1977, but his greatest claim to fame came in April of 1977 at a carnival at William Patterson College, New Jersey. You see, the carnival had an Uncle Floyd show tent where viewers congregated to buy T-shirts, photos, badges, and swap stories. This was a 5-day personal appearance, and one day it was cold. Uncle Floyd brought a giant-sized garbage pail into the tent and started burning old photographs of Professor Linguini to keep the tent warm. After a while, the photos were all used up, and Muggsy was told to keep the fire going. So he found an old car tire and threw it into the fire pail. Well, you know how rubber burns. The smoke engulfed the tent and then the whole carnival. Rumors surfaced that Muggsy was a Trekkie spy.
All right, Mike, I'm not sure exactly what magazine you were talking about. I think it was probably the Uncle Floyd Show Gazette. But yes, I remember it. I was there for that. The event was just, a day. It was a fair that was in the parking lot. We just sat there and we just had fun doing it. It was, to be honest, what it was we were trying to raise some more money for merchandise that we were going to sell at the Bottom Line. We had a couple of Bottom Line shows coming up. So we took some merchandise and sold it to make a profit to get more merchandise for the Bottom Line shows. And we're in there, and it got really cold that one. It was actually a very strange situation. We started to believe the fact that we were getting popular because one woman came in, and I forget exactly what her name was, but she walked in the door, she took a look at us, and all she could do was do this. I think she thought we were the Beatles. I don't understand that at all. And Muggsy did bring a tire in, just to bring a tire in. He didn't put it in the fire. Neto actually put it in the fire. Thanks for sending that clip, Mike. I'm glad we could use it. And I hope everybody here goes and listens to your podcast. It's very informative. I'm a hobby photographer. I'm a hobby lots of stuff, but I'm a hobby photographer. I like hearing that. I like to hear about film and things. Okay, from John and Mary, Spring Lake Heights. I recently saw the movie The Attack of the Cup-Nosed People on Cinema International. It was very funny. Do you remember it? Of course I remember it. I've shown it on the Tuesday night Stage It show. I'm sure that's where you saw it. Who in the cast did the majority of the writing? Most of that stuff was written by Floyd. He wrote all of that. I ad-libbed a lot of it. That was me. I did all the voices, all the sound effects on that. Nobody else had any idea except Floyd of roughly what was going to happen. They just knew what character they had to play and to just go along with it. Totally ad-lib for them, mostly written for me. I have several of the scripts. Some of them I might post online sometime. On the This Was the Uncle Floyd Show page on Facebook. I'll put a picture of one or two of them up there so you can actually see how it worked. Did you have writers' meetings or just work alone putting scripts together? We had some meetings. We got together. We did a few things. And a lot of them were pizza parlor things. There was a pizza parlor that became Rascals in West Orange. And I think the name of it was Durkin's. It was Durkin's Tavern or Durkin's Restaurant or something like that. And they had pizza. We used to go in there. Or the Plaza in Rutherford, in East Rutherford, I think it was. Usually I was more eating pizza, drinking beer, eating mussels, and making a lot of noise. And we got some stuff done and things discussed that way. That's the basic meetings we had. Sometimes with the syndicators and with New Jersey Network, we had to have meetings where we sat and listened, but we didn't pay much attention to it. From Dennis DeLeo. The Uncle Floyd Show had so many sponsors at different times during the show's run. I know that Floyd wore out a lot of shoe leather going from door to door, finding businessmen to pay for airtime. Can you name some of the more peculiar ones? What about Slim Whitman LPs, tattoo parlors, or bamboo steamers? And what the hell is a Sammy Slammy? Was that the equivalent of a stress ball? Yes, Sammy Slammy was a rubber thing that you could bash with your hand when you got ticked off at somebody else. I had one, and it's gone now. I think I broke it. I got really ticked off one day. But sponsors, we had a couple of gentlemen's clubs. We had all sorts of crazy mail-in. We had the Dipper Do, which was an airplane. It was a giant airplane you put together, and you could throw it and send it to your friend. And that was Mike Stone was the guy who had that. And he was the brother of Kirby Stone from the Kirby Stone 4. Look that up, search it on Google, listen to some of their music. It's really great stuff if you don't remember them. Mike Stone used to come and demonstrate that in the parking lot of Channel 68 on Eagle Rock Avenue. We would film it and put it on. That was like around 76, 77. I think it was the summer of 77 we were doing that. Who else did we have? Most of the stuff that you mentioned, believe it or not, were what's known as PIs, per inquiries. The ones where you dial an 800 number to order it, where you send in for it. Slim Whitman LP, the Bamboo Steamer, and Sammy Slammy were all PIs. If you called the number, the station got a couple of bucks. And that was not Floyd selling stuff. That was something altogether different. That's going to do it for today. It's a shorter one than usual. I didn't get that many questions. So if you'd like to get a question in, please send your question to ufpodcast@sge-inc.com. There's a song by Floyd coming up in a minute. ufpodcast@sge-inc.com. And I print them out and I answer them here for you. And anything that came in after noon on June 5th didn't get on this week. If you sent me one, it'll be on next week. So just sit back, relax, and you'll listen next week. You'll hear your question. Also, every Tuesday night at 8, we have a date. We have This Was the Uncle Floyd Show, which you can get to by going to theunclefloydshow.tv. That's theunclefloydshow.tv. And you come in and you watch it. It costs $5 to come in, but that helps pay for that and pay for this. So we can do this for you. We can keep Floyd's legacy going and allow you guys to have fun laughing along with us. And now, here we go. A request. This one, several people have requested by Floyd, and it's probably one of the songs that he's most well known for. We'll see you next week right here on the Uncle Floyd Podcast, and we'll see you Tuesday night at 8. This was the Uncle Floyd Show. Again, that's theunclefloydshow.tv. I'm Scott Gordon, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, the factory smoke will make you choke. Deep in the heart of Jersey, and the city rats run in big packs. Deep in the heart of Jersey, oh, the Parkway man takes the money from your hand. Deep in the heart of Jersey, and old Route 17, the traffic there is mean. Deep in the heart of Jersey. City skies ain't fit for flies. Deep in the heart of Jersey, Route 80 West goes through the best. Patterson, New Jersey, oh, the dumps in June ain't like perfume. Deep in the heart of Jersey, but it's my state, I think it's great. Deep in the heart of Jersey, deep in the heart of Jersey, deep in the heart of Jersey, yippee-yi, yay!
This program was produced in the studios of Scott Gordon Enterprises, Incorporated in Paramus, New Jersey.